Okay, today's video, I just wanted to do a bit of a video on like a few tips on acrylic and like what works for me, because I find that removing the paper first like definitely works better, and then a low speed and power. And I just wanted to show, because I'm outside at the moment, that's why I'm having to record this on the camera. So this is my file. What I do is click on the outermost line, which is going to be my cut line, and then press Ctrl and D to duplicate it. Now put this on another layer that you haven't used, so I'm just going to put this on layer 16, which you can see is popped up down the bottom there now. I'm going to change this to my settings just enough to cut the paper, so I'm going to say 150. It don't matter if it's a little bit deep because your cut is going to be there anyway, so I'm going to do 150 at 20 power. I'll put 20 maximum and minimum, otherwise it skips the corners on a line. So yeah, 150 at 20, and all I'm going to do now is that's selected, and I've got cut selected graphics, so I'm just going to send that over. And then one other thing, when using acrylic, really, like depending where you live I guess, but like here in Ohio it gets really cold. I mean, this is an insulated room, I keep all my acrylic in here, but if I do get a piece of acrylic from next door, like it's much harder to peel off the paper. So like if I do have to do that, I've got a radiator there, or you know what I mean, I just heat it up over the radiator, because otherwise you'll find you're picking off loads of little pieces. If you warm it up, it'll all come off nicely in one piece. Yep, so that's the acrylic I'm using, and I'm just going to frame this in place now. File, enter. You can see that's just the outside line at 150 speed and 20 power. I'll frame it. You can see that's where that's going. So yep, so that's removed. Just make sure you keep a good pressure down on it and put some clamps around it to make sure that ain't going to move, because if that moves, then you've got problems. Okay, so now all I'm going to do is delete that line and then send the rest of the whole file. So just go to the trash can, delete this layer, and now select everything else, send. Yeah, and as you see there, at least on my laser, which is a Nova 3580 watt, it's an 80 watt CO2 laser, 400 speed at a 10 power, really leaves a nice frosted look, and it keeps everything clean because it's such a low power. And then to get the two different colours here, all you have to do is change the lines per inch. So the outside line is 254 lines per inch. The inside line is 90 lines per inch, and when this gets lit up, it will show, you know, two different colours. Another thing I want to show there, I use a 12 speed and a 60 power to do the edges, and you can see that with air on, I mean, it comes out pretty clean. Some people say use the air off and stuff. I only use the air on because that seems to work for me, but yeah. Hopefully that's in focus a little bit. Yeah, and then this just slips right into a light stand. This is reversed because you have to reverse, you know, mirror the image, and then this little platform fits into here, and then they sit a little car on there. I do have a fun one coming up to see. I did get one of these ballistic hands, so I'm going to find out what the laser will do to it. So yep, please like and subscribe and stay tuned, ready for that one.